crash. Stacking my coins, 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 Bitcoin, Litecoin.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Might as well do it live. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode. We are going to get into it. We got some trades to look at today. Mike P in the house. Who else we got in the building, man? Show me some love in the chat room real quick while we get started this morning. I have, let's see, Bloodalytics, Scalpalytics Pro 2.0 is out, baby. It's out. It's out. It is out. We're live and I hate having to upgrade stuff because, why fix something that ain't broken? But there are definitely some things that we could improve on in the scalping system. So, took the time to meticulously go through and back test and try to get us something that was looking good, that was reliable, that was even more profitable. And I think we got it. Bloodalytics 2.0 or Scalpalytics Pro 2.0 is out. Check it out, bloodalytics.com. I'll have a link in the description. We got Hoods in the building. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Hey, yo, Crypto. That's my guy, Prospector. Hit that like button. That's right. Hit the leak beak. Look at this, guys. Let me pull this up really quickly and do a refresh. See what we got going on really quickly over on Scalpalytics Pro. I was able to get in on that long. Love more in the house. I was able to get in on that long with Scalpalytics Pro V2. As you guys can see here, if you were trading Bitcoin this morning on Scalpalytics Pro, ladies and gentlemen, at the open, now I give you a buffer of about an hour and a half. 8 o'clock is when the actual signals kind of start looking for stuff. But again, I usually say trade around the 9 o'clock, 9:30 range. I'm going to do a tutorial video on the upgrade and how you can expand this outward or backwards. You can have this start at the Eurozone when London opens. You can do whatever you want. You can have no time filter like we used to have on V1. But we now have nice, clear, and concise labels that you can see without the, you don't have to have a Rosetta Stone now. You don't have to have a Rosetta Stone to understand what the heck is going on the charts, okay? You don't have to have that anymore. I got clear and concise labels and tooltips for you. So we cha-ching, look at that, ladies and gents. We went long, we went short on Bitcoin right here. Okay, went short there, and you would have covered your short down here and turned around and went long right at the bottom. I love this. This is a turbo trade right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a turbo trade where we got in on that the second long there. That's a turbo trade. Loving it, man. So we literally picked the bottom. Which is excellent. Excellent move there. So that was a great trade for this morning. US zone. Hope my Bloodalytics members are benefiting from the new signal for sure. Voice Crypto says it is ugly in these crypto streets. It sure is. But guess what? If you're an active trader, which you're going to have to be more so now than ever in these streets, the days of like risk-free, just buy and hold, I think are slowly coming to an end. I truly feel like that is the case. I really do, man. I think those days are coming to an end. You got to be an active manager of your crypto portfolio. You just can't do a D Brown and just cover your eyes and dunk. I think those days are over. You really have to be very active and selective on what coins you own, which ones you hold long term, which ones you actively trade. You need it, man. You really need that nowadays. I think the game has changed. At any rate, we'll take a look. I do have some trades. Shout out to WeX. We got some trades on the table over on WeX. Up about 350 on this long on WeX. I bought right at the bottom, right at the dip, baby. Right at the dip, bought it right there, boom. And also over on BYD5, bought the dip. Right on the dip, boom. So we up 700 over there, 300 over here, $1,000 everywhere. Mr. Sakila says, hello people. Hope we are all well. Using the markets to profit from is exactly how the system is rigged to steal from the global economy. Absolutely. Shout out to Mr. Sakila. He isn't lying. He isn't lying. We'll monitor these trades as they, as the stream goes on this morning. Hit the like button again, share this stream, and join the Bloodalytics team, ladies and gents. We got here really quickly, fear and greed. Back to 9. Where were we yesterday? Like 10? I think we're at 10. Now we're creeping back down a little bit. Jeez Louise. I want to take a look at I'll take a look at the main chart that I like to show you guys because I feel like there might be a little bounce here and we could possibly take advantage of that. So we'll take a look at that in a second. Really quickly, WeX, you guys know I'm doing that promo. $100 deposit, $50 bonus. Take advantage of it while it lasts. Might not last too much longer. That comes bundled with a 7-day free trial of Bloodalytics Scalpalytics Pro V2. V2. I want to bring up really quickly. Let me do that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take some profits here right at the bloodline on this trade that we went long on. Because we really should, this is really like a short sentiment or momentum on Scalpalytics Pro. So we're going to go ahead and take some profits right here at that line. So I'm going to go ahead and secure some of this bag right now. Yes, indeed. Let's do 50%. Boom. Close. We got to do market. 50%. Boom. Locked in 152 over there. And let's go ahead and lock in. What is going on here? I'm trying to hit the market button to sell 50% of our profits over here on Bitcoin from BYD-Fi, the long trade we have over there. There we go. All right, man. All right, buddy. Lock in 280. About 280. We're gonna lock in right there. Boom. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. We trade live over here, ladies and gents. We lock in profits, real profits, live. There's no, oh yeah, the VWAP here and this and that, and we're gonna do this, and you could have done this, but no, we trade live over here, baby. Let's go. Playing no games. Show up or shut up. Let's see here. I want to take a look at what happened this morning really quickly before we get into some of these articles. This morning, guess what we had? I'm going to do a refresh. Just make sure we're on the same page. This morning, hit the like button, ladies and gents. This morning, we had average hourly earnings and non-farm come in hot. Non-farm employment up 130,000. What is that? Huh? How did we double forecast? They're playing some hokey pokey shit, ladies and gentlemen. But here's the problem. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have, If Trump said, you know, pump, like the twins, if he called over there and said, pump it, and gave us 130 print, well, guess what? That doesn't give a good case for lowering interest rates. If things are looking good, you're not going to lower interest rates. Which one is it going to be? We know the economy is in the crapper. We all know that. So, you know, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's where we are in the fiscal and monetary policy. They've backed themselves into a corner, guys, that they cannot get out of. So we had an exceeding, like, by double for non-farm employment change for this morning for the month of what was it? It will be January, right? Well, this is February's report, but I think it's for January. So, yeah, guys, crazy situation. Silver Eagle still $173. Let's take a look at Spot, because Spot is starting to build a base. I'm hearing there are bullion dealers out of silver. Can't find none, yet the price is only at 83 an ounce. Shanghai premium, the premium is only 7% now. Shanghai is only trading at 89. So the spread has come down. Either someone profited from it, or some, I don't know, probably someone profited from this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Enzo in the building. What's going on, brother? Hey man, we're just trading today. You know, we got some live trades on deck today, complimentary of Scalpalytics Pro V2, baby. V2 is out. Go sign up before the price goes up. I'm just saying. So we took profit. Look at that. We took profits right at the bloodline. Boom. Took some profits. I'm expecting a pullback probably to this range. This is on a 1 minute, but the concept is the same, ladies and gentlemen. Pull back to previous resistance area, probably to where we are right now, and we might get across above the bloodline. If we get across back above here, it's going to go, oh man, we're going for this. We're going for that. All right, we're going for that big time. And it's going to be a very profitable trading day for us over on the Bloodalytics side. We profit from drops and pops. Doesn't matter. I was just about to say, Shanghai said the gold and silver is flying out of the warehouses. Exactly. So they can't hide it. They can try in the short run. They can play the little tricks with the paper markets on COMEX and even over in Shanghai. They can play the games. But when you play the games, that means you gotta sell at those prices. Physical. So if the physical demand for silver, gold, palladium, platinum, uranium, unobtainium, whatever it is, whatever metal, if you're going to play that game, you got to sell that at that price, physical. And that's where the problem lies, ladies and gentlemen. That is where the problem lies. You can't do that for long. You got to let the prices rise. Gotta let the prices rise. Now, this short we have on deck for, I didn't take this trade. This short on Ethereum is round tripping so far. We got across above the bloodline for this short. We'll see what happens with that. A lot of volatility out the gate. Look, it's been quiet all morning. And then boom shakalaka. Right before the open. And this is what I tell you guys to look at around 8, 9 o'clock. Look at that. 9 exactly. We would have gone long on this trade right here. On this. And we actually should have taken, I don't know what happened here. You know, I'll look into this, but this short, we should have had a take profit down here. We should have taken 50% of our profits on this short. We didn't though. We went long at 9 o'clock here. Took 50% of our profits here. And we got a nice flare up, but it reversed. We came back down. These are violent, very, very violent moves. And it is, to me, an indication that we are forming some type of temporary low. When you start getting these very violent moves, the battle was being played on the charts. And I think we are getting some type of temporary bounce where we can, you know, kind of form some type of rounded bottom, and we can start heading higher. We got a second rejection on our at our bloodline. I actually, you know what? I should take this short right here. Well, we're not at the entry point just yet. We were earlier, about 5-6 minutes ago. We did jump right up to the entry point. I tell you guys, rule of thumb, don't chase the trade. If you miss the entry on the Scalpalytics Pro, just wait. See if it comes back. If it doesn't, oh well. Look at both charts. Try to get something in if you can. You can set up alerts. Bloodalytics.com. At the bottom, you go over to videos. You can watch the one on the right. Shows you how to set up alerts. I'll be doing an updated one, but it's still the same. Same steps there to set up alerts, even with V2. Set up alerts, have them come to your computer, phone. If you have TradingView mobile app, you can get those alerts right from your phone, so you don't have to miss any trade during the U.S. time zone. Let's take a look at Microstrategy, because he should be in a good position right now, because he had a huge move up in his stock, and the price of Bitcoin pretty much remained the same. So that MNAV is up. It's at 1.20, 1.2 right now. It is up. Don't know why. Don't know how a stock price is up when they lost money. They're underwater on their stash of Bitcoin, and they have no game plan but other than buy more Bitcoin, which that won't last forever. That won't last forever. I told you guys, once they stop is when the party stops. Once they stop, that's when the price drops. Not selling. They don't even have to sell. They just have to stop buying. You got to think every week. And in addition to, well, I think ETF flows are going out. They're net negative right now. So strategy is a huge bid under the crypto markets. If it weren't for strategy, where would we be? We would be down where Elmo can see. Man, something's just don't make sense. Others are buying the stock, bro. It's because I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because when you have pensions, like you sent me on Twitter, some other retirement fund, they have to put the money somewhere. So every month they're getting this money coming in. They can't just sit on it. They have a fiduciary responsibility to do something with that cash. They have to buy something. And so if they have Microstrategy as a strategy, no pun intended, then they have to buy that stock or that strategy. They have to buy that. They have to go into that if that's their investment thesis or part of their investment thesis. Gotta let the party die, for sure. So that's why you have inflows into all these assets, man. Even stocks. It just doesn't make sense why stocks should be at the price they are. You think Elmo gonna come knocking on the door soon again? Yeah, I think so, but not right away. I'm still looking for the bounce, and then you bring up a good point. Let me bring up the okay, we got a 25% take profit on Bitcoin just now. All right, we got 25%. We took 50% of our trade off the table already with Bloodalytics because we hit the trend line, the bloodline up here. We hit that. I said take profits. That's exactly what we did. Markets came back. I'm cool with that. I should have, and I was hoping to take a short at the entry here, but I missed it by a little bit. So on Ethereum, we're short on Ethereum right now. I'll look into why we did not get a trade there. That's pretty interesting. I'll have to look into why that was the case. Should have gotten that. So I'll have to look into that. But at any rate, let's take a look at Bitcoin. So we were in a nice little wedge pattern for a minute. Look at these wicks, man. What are we doing? I'll tell you what we're doing. It doesn't matter. What you need to watch is the macro, and I'll make sure I cover this every live stream. You got to look at that macro signal. What is going on here? So we crossed above. I mapped the Bloodalytics bloodline onto total market cap. We crossed above, but we've been fading. We've been fading that cross. I was hoping to see a cross above and then a move back up to $770 billion, which was that red line, red and green line there, which would have corresponded really with, in my opinion, probably somewhere around $75,000 Bitcoin. We ain't get that. We are fading, man. Like, this is insane. But again, we're going to profit from it. It doesn't matter. We go up, we go down, as long as we don't go around. All right? As long as we don't stay in a, very tight channel, then we're going to make money. So what we have here now is, you can draw your trends, your channels, I should say. We got a channel that lines up perfectly like that. Boom. And it's just like, I don't typically draw these, but this is what we have going on here. So what is it gonna be? Are we gonna do this until we get here, 63, and then we get a breakout? I don't know. We'll have to just be reactionary. That's the best play on this. Just be reactionary. Wait for the move. If we get the breakout above this top part of the channel, then we can see a flare up possibly to 75. But the way this thing has been bleeding out in a very tight range, tight channel, I don't see any real momentum. And this is with, I have to reiterate and stress this, we're bleeding out with a MicroStrategy buying. I think they bought another, let's see what they bought. Let's see if we can find what they bought. Last week. So last week, on the 9th, they bought another 1,142 Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. And 1,142 Bitcoin. I just honestly feel like they're exit liquidity for somebody. They are exit liquidity for some. Look at all of this buying all up in here. Somebody's absorbing this. I mean, their buys are being absorbed by more selling. So who is it that's selling? It ain't retail. We don't really have that much Bitcoin like that anymore. It's not a retailer's game. Somebody's absorbing or using MicroStrategy as an exit for them. Exit liquidity. All up in here. And this is what it looks like when you don't have an exit strategy yourself. When you all you do is buy. It sounds good on paper at first. You're buying, yeah, we're gonna buy. We're never selling. It doesn't even matter. We're just gonna keep buying. We're gonna keep, okay, that's fine. Guess what? You were buying less back here, and as price goes up, you buy more and more and more. And guess what? It drags your dollar cost basis up with it. So it didn't matter. My opinion was, look, MicroStrategy could continue to buy all the way into the 500. If we went to $500,000 Bitcoin, they're going to just keep buying like they did here. They're going to keep buying. They're never going to sell. And it drags your dollar cost basis up. So it puts you in a very bad position if were a move to happen to the downside, which we know is crypto, baby. We have 80% moves easily to the downside. So I don't know who's the exit liquidity, who's using MicroStrategy as exit liquidity. We know MicroStrategy is the exit liquidity. I don't know if it's ETF. I don't know. ETF outflows. It ain't retail, and it ain't Crypto Blood. It ain't Army, and it probably ain't Blaze BT6. I sold at 70, 78 on the way up. So nope, not me. Not me, buddy. I'll be buying down here where Elmo resides, somewhere around here. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do something special really quickly. Can I add Elmo to the screen? Let me see if I can add Elmo. I don't think I have Elmo on deck. I don't think I have Elmo on deck. So I can't add Elmo to the screen on MicroStrategy screen. Let me see. Let me see if I can add him on here really quickly. I know I can do it. Just got to be persistent. Got to be persistent, ladies and gents. Let's add Elmo to the screen just for Michael Saylor. This is where Crypto Blood is going to buy more Bitcoin and get back in much lower. This is where Crypto Blood is buying, ladies and gentlemen, down here with Elmo. There you go. Screenshot that. Send it to Sailor. Send it to Sailor. All right, all jokes aside, let's take a look at this article that I wanted to cover yesterday and forgot to. China accelerates de-dollarization. But, you know, what does this mean for crypto? Well, let's take a look at what Yahoo Finance. This is an article from I don't know who wrote this article. It might just be from Yahoo Finance, but They're saying crypto markets see the move less as a short-term shock and more as a long-term tailwind in a world drifting towards multipolar finance. So this article, or this author, thinks this is a longer-term tailwind for Bitcoin. To see China come out with their, hey, warning to the banks, stop buying so much U.S. Treasury. But they're not saying go buy Bitcoin. They're encouraging them to really buy precious metals. So, what do you guys think? Do you think this mandate to stop buying as many U.S. Treasuries is actually good for Bitcoin, bad for Bitcoin? I think good news is bad, bad news is bad, no news is bad, no news is sad for Bitcoin. We got a PR problem. And it is really should be of concern to people that said that Bitcoin was a safe haven, it was some type of gold 2.0. It's not holding up to that. It's not holding up to be gold 2.0. I at least thought it was going to be a gold 2.0 type of scenario, not a safe haven, because actually gold is not a safe haven either. It's really just a place to park your cash outside the system. Because remember, and Peter Schiff doesn't like to say this, and all the gold bugs, they don't like to say this either. When shit hit the fan in 08, 09, guess what? Gold went down too. Now, it is somewhat of a hedge against the dying dollar, but it doesn't mean you're going to fully profit from it. It just means that you're not going to, your purchasing power isn't going to erode as much. If we go into a deflationary environment, gold, silver, platinum, everything gets deflated. Everything. So it doesn't really, it's not like it's really a safe haven in that sense, how they try to pitch it to you. It's more of a, hey, if stuff hits the fan, I want to protect myself the most. And where can I do that? In gold and silver. So I'll lose less than being in other asset classes. It's basically what I'm trying to say. We're getting a rollover, it looks like. Man, these markets are going crazy. We're getting a rollover on the crypto markets, as you guys can see here. We did take 50% of our profits up here at the bloodline, so that was good. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Always be selling. So we got a 25% take profit on this short for Ethereum, but we didn't get the 50%, which was supposed to come first, back over here somewhere. Didn't get that. But we did lock in some profits on the Ethereum short. Now, I didn't take this trade, but I am long, or was long, Bitcoin from the bottom. We bought the bottom. Right there, we bought the bottom. So we took some of those profits off that bottom trade. Locked in 152 over on WEX. And 244 on BYDFi. So we're locked and loaded. We're locked and loaded. Locked in some of those gains. Bitcoin bounce fades as it hovers around $66,000. Can you believe we're saying $66,000? Insane. That's what CNBC is talking about. This was a cool one. Crypto just says market update 24 hour. Now this was put out about 1 a.m. this morning, but it was just showing you like liquidations and 65 million in the past hour. 1 hours. ETH dropped below 2,000. Yikes. I think we're back above that now. No, we're not. We're below 2K on ETH. This is crazy. I can't believe Sol is in the 80 handle like this. Insane. I want to buy, but I gotta wait some more. I think we're gonna get a little bit lower. I'll start nibbling in a minute though. I'm feeling like we should hold somewhere around, and even if we don't, I'll still just nibble a little bit. I think we should hopefully hold the 62 range, 63, 62 range on Bitcoin. That's where I think we should hold. And that's if we cross back over the bloodline, the macro bloodline on the crypto total market cap. We cross back over here, then yes, it's on. We head lower to 63, 62 on Bitcoin, and hopefully it stops there. Will be a double bottom. That would be a nice little double bottom. Again, bottoms aren't V shapes. They usually test that area a couple of times. So that is why I think we're going to get a retest of this region, which is the October pivot. We get a retest there and get a bounce. We should see a bounce, at least said about 10% bounce, 20% bounce. 20% bounce. That's a lot of money to be made right there, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of money to be made there. So we shall see. We got House of Trades in the building. Metals are in the blood in the East as in India. Hit them likes, people. I was watching Wackadomics, and he had a dumb but interesting take on why Bitcoin was selling, saying big money betting on AI not as much as crypto anymore. Who is Wackadomics? You talking about academics? This nigga don't know shit about nothing. Ray Dalio said the reset is here now. Tech, metals, tech, and Bitcoin is what he said is going to outpace to the devaluation of the dollar. I've been DCN and so, bro, Windows 95 out here looking good. Yeah, I like these prices, man. I cannot believe we have. This is going to be a great opportunity, guys. Don't get it twisted, especially coins that have a high demand or real utility like a Sol. I think it's going to look good in a few years. I really do. Do you think the industry investment in AI is killing crypto? No. I mean, a little bit, but not. That's not the main reason we're seeing this pullback. The main reason is because someone is using Microstrategy as exit liquidity. We don't know who. Somebody's moving out. More so, I would say precious metals has an influence on why Bitcoin is not doing well versus AI. You got to remember, AI has been booming for a couple of years now. That narrative has been really on the rise, and we've seen, we actually didn't see Bitcoin do that well last year. But I think it's more precious metals. Precious metals has been doing well. So I think it is two-part. One part AI, a bigger part precious metals. Jason Lynn's in the building. Shall I go all in on? Hell no. That would be the worst decision you can make. Windows 95 though, man. That Sol token is looking good. Woo! Man, that's looking good. I might start buying Sol before I buy Bitcoin. I'm not even going to hold you up. Not even going to hold you up. That's pretty much it for today, though, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Scalpalytics Pro V2 is out. Zoom out so you guys can see that. That V2 is out, baby. And we making trades. We taking names, man. We shaking hands and kissing babies. Crypto City in the house. What will be the new meta cycle next? What will be the new meta next cycle? Like this cycle, meme coins went nuts. 2021, it was DeFi and NFTs. What will be the big hype? I think meme coins forever, bro. I think meme coins forever. A meme will never go away. I would love to see something else like gaming. I would love to see gaming be in there, bro. I would really love to see gaming be the next wave, but I'm not too sure. Regulatory issues there. Hyben says Microstrategy is definitely exit liquidity. Man, we should have took that short on ETH because we were short on ETH and it rose back up. I missed it by a little bit, by about 5 minutes. I missed it. We're rolling over, guys. We are rolling over. We did take half our profits, so we're Gucci there. We locked in something. We're gonna go home with something today. This is why you gotta look at those levels, and lock in those gains, guys. You gotta lock in those gains. This is how you survive in this game of trading, and we do it live. We do it live, ladies and gents. We do it live. Hit the like button. Calm. Yeah. That's man. He needs some help. He needs a Kanye. Poor Kanye, man. Poor rich Kanye, right? I mean, good God Almighty. He's got some issues there. Mental health is a real problem. V2 is out. Scalpalytics Pro. Check it out. V2. I'm going to put the V2 badge on there today so you guys know that that is active. We'll be upgrading Scalpalytics Pro for SUI, XRP, and Solana BNB next. Working on Solana BNB right now. We'll have that ready. And you also, I'm going to send an email out to everyone who's a member. And you'll have a link to the V1 just in case you still need that. V1 is still, of course, available and accessible to you with V2 upgrades. Just in case. I think V2 is going to be much better. You will see. You will see V2 is going to be much more profitable and easier to read and follow than V1. But that's where we are, guys. We played some trades, made some money today. Bloodalytics is printing, of course, yet again. Hit the like button, share the stream, and join the team. Bloodalytics.com. Follow me on X as well, CryptoBlood_. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, do that as well right now before the stream ends. I will check you guys on the next one. Peace.
Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Since I was born, been stacking my coin. These niggas pop, my money keep growing. Your girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. I'm loading my strap, they calling the law. Fuck around your clap, for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars and it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.